Tampa Bay Bucs here, going on a playoff run. What is your key for success for one Thomas Brady?
Yeah, MJ, can they play the Atlanta Falcons every week? Because Tom Brady is undefeated against them 7-0. You know, look, here's what Brady reminds me of. He reminds me of an aging NBA player. He kind of waits till the second half, waits till the fourth quarter to start dishing dimes like this. Mike Evans showing up in a big game like that. Clearly, he and Tom are on the same page, so that's huge for Mike Evans. Godwin on the slant right here for the touchdown. So the red zone is the key with Tom Brady. Finishing drives. It doesn't have to be a slam dunk. Guess what? It could be a three-pointer. It could be a shot from the extended foul line, too. It still counts for 2 points. But no doubt, Tom Brady in the red zone in the fourth quarter, he's clutch.
Okay, I hear you on this fourth quarter shot, but this was another come-from-behind win for Brady. In these last 2 games, he should be able to just get this offense on and popping from the beginning. We'll see if he can against Detroit. Sean, thanks.
Murray drops back to throw, fires left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins puts his hands up and he catches it, and it's a touchdown. Shotgun formation, snap to Murray, in trouble, steps up and runs to his right to the 20, to the 10, breaks a tackle to the 5. Kyler Murray with a touchdown run.
Another one. M-Rob and LT, the 49ers Cardinals, they're the middle game of that triple header there. The Cardinals trying to hold on to a playoff spot. Where does Arizona need to improve, though, as the playoffs approach, LT?
Yeah, MJ, I'm looking at their run game in particular, their running backs inside, in between the tackles. Now, teams are doing a really good job of adjusting to that zone read with Kyler Murray, and they're taking Kyler Murray out of the run game by containing him and not allowing him to get outside. So those running backs, Keon Drake and Chase Edmonds, they're got to do a better job of running between the tackles. Too often, they don't get any yards on first and second down running between the tackles when those teams take Kyler Murray away. And so you find yourself a lot of times in second and long, third and long. And I like to call those plays empty plays. Too many empty plays for the Arizona Cardinals, oftentimes trying to run the ball inside. They have to do a better job in that aspect of the game.
Job in that aspect, LT. And the reason why Kyler Murray has been contained so often is because I think he wasn't feeling too well. I think after that big hit against the Seattle Seahawks earlier in the season, I think he was a little bit more afraid to run the ball. Not afraid, but a little bit more hesitant to run the football, at least as of late. But when they were 6-3 earlier in the football season, this kid was averaging about 70 rushing yards a game. I mean, there's not a human being on this planet possibly that can accelerate as fast as Kyler Murray. So to me, his legs are very vital to the success of this offense. This offense is predicated off space, having a lot of space, right? And those runs in between the tackles, LT, that you talk about, the space it'll be more space there if Kyler would challenge guys on the outside a little bit more like he was earlier in the season, make those guys miss, and again, it'll be space for everybody on this offense to eat.
Oh, I like it. And definitely after a holiday week, you want to make sure you get your good portion in. All right, guys, thanks. We got one more.
Tua, good protection, downfield, and Gesicki, touchdown! What a catch! Tua back to throw, blitz coming, they get to him, no, he takes off running, and he's in, touchdown Miami!
Great awareness by Tua and gets the touchdown.
D'Angelo! Come on in, my friend. Listen, the last game of our triple header Saturday, Dolphins, Raiders. Miami trying to hold on to that 7 seed for dear life there in the AFC. How far can Tua take the Dolphins in the playoffs?
Oh, man, you know, I love me some Tua. You know, I love Coach Flores, and I love this football team. And you asked that question, I think it's how strong are the backs of the guys on the defensive side of the football, because that's what's been really guiding this Dolphins football team. It's that defense's tenacity to keep opposing opponents out the end zone. Tua's a young quarterback who is seeing the field really well. I love what Chan Gailey has been able to do offensively, allowing Tua to not only throw the football outside the pocket a little bit, moving that pocket for him, but you saw last week he even ran 2 touchdowns with his legs. So he's getting a lot more comfortable, and as he continues to grow, this offense will grow, this team will grow. But I think the Dolphins are a year too early to actually compete for a championship. But I love the fight that those guys come and play with week in and week out.
Ouch, Dio. Ouch. You know what? I'm going to keep hopes alive. I see you on that defense, especially Xavier. I'm looking at him, see what those guys can do on that side of the ball. Thanks, D-Hall. I got you. I think we could do it this year, just saying. All right.
Into the end zone and intercepted, picked off by the All-Pro Justin Simmons. End zone interception.
Let's welcome in Broncos safety and Denver's Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee Justin Simmons. Man, congratulations on being named the Broncos Man of the Year.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for having me on the show.
Can you tell me a little bit about your foundation? I see it in the background there, so definitely want to hear more about what you're doing in the community.
Yeah, you can find all the information at justinsimmonsfoundation.org. But to make a long story short, it's all about empowering and educating our youth. I've always been a big proponent of our youth being our future and investing into them as such. And so anything to do with our youth, you know, sports, education, maybe some financing here and there. That's what the Justin Simmons Foundation is established for.
Justin, you've also been very active and involved with the Black Lives Matter movement. There was a speech you gave. Your teammates were with you earlier this summer out there in Denver. It gave me chills. How do you bring that momentum now into the new year as well?
Yeah, it's honestly just going to start with continuing some of the dialogue and conversations that not only I've started, but my teammates and guys all around the league. You know, I've really been inspired from guys like Demaryius Thomas, Brandon Marshall, obviously Colin Kaepernick, you know, Kenny Stills, Michael Thomas, Eric Reed. You know, there's so many guys that I've seen kind of take the brunt of kind of the criticism of what's going on. And so they've kind of made it so much easier for guys like myself to speak up and speak out on, you know, some of the social justice things that are going on in our country. So it's just going to be continuing the dialogue that has already taken place.
Yes, speak on it, Justin. That's what I'm talking about. But also, huge congrats to the things you're doing on the field as well, being selected to your first Pro Bowl along with teammate Bradley Chubb. So what does that recognition mean to you?
It means everything. I said it in kind of like the local Denver media. I think this has been the hardest year of my career by far. Just dealing with the pandemic in and of itself, but all the challenges and adversity that we faced on defense and the rotation of guys, you know, getting injured and playing with new guys. It feels like every week. I mean, we played one game without a quarterback. It's just been a crazy season. And so to kind of, you know, be placed under the franchise tag and have an opportunity to come out and just reestablish what was a good season last year. It meant everything to me.
And that's why we love doing things like this, especially in a year like this where the Pro Bowl is going to be different. That recognition with all this adversity really means a lot to the players. Now, your head coach, Vic Fangio, says he sees a bright future here for this Broncos team. So what do you believe is really the key to turning things around and getting back to a winning season?
Yeah, honestly, the biggest thing is just making sure we're staying healthy. You know I always talk on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, that's what I play. But we lost so many guys, you know, Von Miller, Jarrell Casey, just to name a few, you know, early in the season. And it's just been so hard because it's a defense that's predicated on big communication, you know, playing with each other, that camaraderie. And it's just been tough not having that consistency throughout the season. So, you know, staying healthy next year, I think, you know, we're going to have a pretty good shot.
Justin, thank you so much for coming through. Happy holidays, my friend, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Staying in Denver, Broncos linebacker Bradley Chubb's reaction to making the Pro Bowl roster was priceless. The team shared this video.
Yeah, a little emotional, man. My bad. But I remember after when I got the news about the ACL, I called my dad crying. My bad. Yeah, I was a little emotional going through it. And I'm sorry. He just told me to keep my head on straight, put my head down, keep working. And that's what I did, man.